Hello, YouTube. Wow. So, I kind of had plans for this evening for after work. And to be fair, I'm kind of on track with those plans right now, but those plans did not include falling asleep as hard as I did and for as long as I did. Damn. So it's still Friday, July 21st, 2023, 9:59 p.m. And I'm headed to Rob's shop. I guess I should be thankful I woke up in time to get there before the buses stopped running. Because the plan is to take my car over there so he can work on it as soon as he gets in tomorrow. Get the radiator fan replaced, rebuild the wiring that powers the radiator fan. Oh wow, did y'all see the red lights on the Lime scooter that's actually sitting in the road? I got mixed feelings about them when they're like that. I hate it when they block the sidewalk. And theoretically, they probably shouldn't be in the road, but adjacent to the curb is supposed to be parking for vehicles. It takes up a whole lot less space than that giant short bus that apparently got abandoned there for 2 months did. So I guess I worry about motorists not paying attention, just running it over. That's what I worry about. Not that that's my problem, that's 100% a Lime problem, but there's a part of me that still feels like I'm a part of Lime. As absurd as that sounds. Of course, there's a part of me that still feels like I'm a part of Amazon as well, so, I tend to get involved in stuff, and I can't unlearn everything I've learned about Amazon operations and whatnot, or about Lime operations, although Lime has changed dramatically since my working for them ended on I want to say it ended on the 10th or 11th of January 2000, but I was actually in the system as a juicer for quite a while after that, and I don't think it matters. There was a part of me wanted to stay in the system as a juicer. That way, when I did travel to areas where I could still juice, I could still juice. But from a little bit I've been following in the Lime Juicer subreddit, there were changes to that would have booted me off anyway. But I'm still fascinated by Lime, and that may actually end up being part of my work commute to MLS. Still trying to figure that all out. Now is not the time. And I probably won't get that sorted out on Monday, maybe Tuesday. Wonolo's been offering me jobs all night long, and it takes so much willpower to look at that and go, oh shit, no, I better not. Because I did, that's not the exit I wanted. I did send a text message to Frank shortly after I got home to let him know that I didn't let him know what my full schedule is, because I don't want him weirding out on how early I start work and then him thinking about how late maybe he's scheduling me to drive for Domino's and thinking, ooh, no, I can't give him that many hours, because I'm down to get as many hours as he's willing to give me, because I know how to a point, I know how to manage Mountain Dew, snacks, and power naps. And I intend to push that as far as I can until I'm back where I need to be financially. In the meantime, I definitely don't want to be delivering Domino's pizza in this vehicle with the radiator overheating problem. My solution for it right now when I'm driving myself is to change routes and just do what I need to keep air flowing through the radiator and through the condenser when I see the temperature gauge climbing. But I'm going to be GPS tracked nonstop while I'm driving for Domino's and being reimbursed per mile. So if I do like some weird freeway detour just to try to stop my car from overheating, it's going to look like I'm trying to milk the mileage. And or potentially it might look like that, and yeah, that's no good. Plus, let's not forget, at 10:05 p.m. let's check the temperature. Still 104 degrees. It's actually cooler than I thought it would be this time of night. It was considerably hotter than this at this time last night. So yeah, during dinner time, peak hours, Domino's pizza delivery, which I presume is probably going to be between about 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. At least as I recall, that used to be peak hours for delivery of pizza when I worked at Domino's Pizza and pizza delivery places before. It's still hot as hell. So yeah, my cooling system definitely needs to be up for the task. And yeah, I'm not going to be able to really tolerate it without good functioning air conditioning. And to be fair, this car has good functioning air conditioning. The only thing that's stopping the air conditioning from being effective is the lack of a fan pushing air through the condenser when I'm driving less than 40 miles an hour. That's kind of what I told Frank in the text message I told him. Basically, I told him I'm available Monday through Friday after 5:30 p.m. Figured that gives me a whole hour to wrap things up, change clothes. Wow. Wow. This is a lot tighter squeeze than I anticipated. I still got Allison's crap up in here too. And it still stinks. Haven't heard from her since she went to the CBI facility. So I hope she's okay. I really wanted to go visit her tonight with Priscilla. That was kind of on the agenda. That's one thing I didn't get to. And to be fair, I'm not the only one who knocked the fuck out after work. And check my text messages from her. She texted me at text messages from Rob. Yeah, she texted me at 8:20 to tell me that she fell asleep and just woke up. I was wanting to leave out at about 6:30, and then she was asking me, well, can we bring her stuff? What can we bring? And then I realized I have no idea what the visitation policy is. And I was kind of thinking back to when I've been in mental health facilities and how restrictive rules were around visitation and things that could and couldn't be brought in. And then, of course, the last time Allison was in a facility, which, interestingly enough, I still have many of the visitor tags on my sun visor because my sun visor needs replaced. It's got this ugly yellow duct tape where I kind of taped it together when I realized how difficult one of these replacement sun visors is to get, as it was torn when I bought this car. I only paid $1,100 for this car, so yeah, came with some flaws. But yeah, every time I went to visit her in Mesa, at the hospital formerly known as Desert Vista Hospital. Sorry, that's just how my brain works, and it's how I have to name things. I don't know what it's called now. I know what it was called when I had my short-term residency there, and back then it was Desert Vista. It's called Valleywise. One of the visitor tags actually has Eddie Hospital on it. All the rest of them just say visitor, but many of them have fallen off since then. But anyway, I know places like that tend to have strict rules around visitation and what can and can't be brought. And by the time that kind of occurred to me, it was too late to really call and talk to any kind of office staff. So I need to make a point to do that tomorrow during my lunch. Actually, what am I saying tomorrow? Tomorrow, but I was going to say during my lunch break when I'm working at MLS, but I'm not working at MLS tomorrow. Tomorrow is Saturday. I don't work at MLS until Monday. But yeah, I do need to try to get a hold of them tomorrow and figure out what's going on with that. So I know. I'm just waiting for the bus and also waiting to re-download the Valley Metro. It never focuses like it's supposed to. reload the Valley Metro app onto my iPhone. I'm latched onto somebody's Wi-Fi. That's helpful. It doesn't seem to be a particularly fast Wi-Fi, but it's working, so I can't complain. I have such a limited data plan with Mint Mobile that yeah, anytime I can use Wi-Fi, I'm on it. Yeah, I don't need to do the survey about the fare system. And I'm not a good person to do a survey on the new fare system anyway, because I haven't used the new fare system. And from what I've seen, not very many people do. I've still got bus passes that I purchased months ago that I'm using right now. All right, oh, actually it opened right where I needed it to. So, all right, the buses are running late, but not very late. By the way, it's 10:14 p.m., and the bus should be right here right now. It says it's running 1 minute late, so let me check the tracking. It's just south of I-10. You know, if our bus system was as good as this app is, I really wouldn't need to drive. Seriously, still, every time I use it, impressed at how, I mean, it's got its glitches, and God knows I've nitpicked at every one of them in my vlogs over the last couple of years. But overall, compared to the transit apps that I used, one that was the official app and the one that was an unofficial app that I used in Portland, yeah, the Valley Metro Transit app is leagues better. So going through all my cards, I know I've got a unused Valley Metro Day Pass in here. Actually, I have a marginally used Valley Metro Day Pass in here. That's the one I'm specifically trying to find. Oh, it's got to be up in here. That's it. That's the one I want. Oh, and there's the bus. Boy, that was close. Let's not drop anything. I'm right here, dude. Please stop. Yeah, hopefully the driver doesn't notice it's got a date written on it. And welcome back, YouTube. It's still Friday night, 10:30 p.m., and I just got off the Route 44. I inadvertently got on the wrong bus. I was so busy trying to sort out my bus pass and get all the rest of the cards shoved back in my pocket that I didn't pay attention to what bus was actually approaching. I was looking at the schedule for the 44. At least I think I was looking for the schedule for the 44. Now that I think about it, I might have actually been looking at the schedule for the 32. Either way, I got on the 32 and not the 44. Ran into somebody that works at the, all right, nice headlights. There we go. We got another person with no headlights on. It amazes me how frequently I see people with no headlights on. However, I'm noticing that that's a Chevy, and guy threw something at me, and I think he's completely oblivious that he's driving with no headlights on. So I spent all day today working for MLS and driving all new cars, presumably this year's model or last year's model. This is my first experience driving cars that are so recently manufactured. And one thing I definitely noticed is all General Motors cars have all digital everything. There's a touch screen in the middle of the dashboard, and then where there should be an instrument cluster, there's another, I don't think that it's a touch screen, but there's another computer monitor type screen, just a digital screen. You know, I don't know if it's touch or not. Now I'm curious. Now I'm going to have to touch it and see if it does anything. Anyway, when you start the car, there's some really adorable animations that it does, which are completely unnecessary and kind of distracting. Which I'm assuming is just all the electronics booting up. But I'm glad I'm working in the daytime. Headlight usage, not an issue for me moving those cars around. But yeah, as soon as you get in that car, that dashboard's fully illuminated because it's not a real dashboard instrument cluster. It's an LCD monitor.
I got a feeling the lobby is probably closed. Yes. And they look like they're open too, which sucks. Now, I've tried walking through the drive-thru, and they're not down to do that. Pondering using the app. The potential for stupid shit with that is just way too high. No, close your lobby, you lose my business. That's how that works. And will I stop patronizing Del Taco? No, because I love the food and it's a great value. But that shit frustrates me to no end. So, anyways, I was saying, I've been driving these late model cars, and I'm pretty sure every General Motors vehicle that I drove, very, very identical way of doing the dashboard and the touchscreen. The only difference being that the animation is different by what brand of a car it is. Buick has a different animation for it that turns into it's an animated Buick logo, and then there's a different one for Chevy and a different one for GMC. And gosh, what other brands does General Motors still have? It seems like they got rid of all the rest of them during the Great Recession. Which at least I know that there's no stupid animation like that for Saturn, because Saturn was never about frivolous, stupid shit like that. It was all about a high-value car that had all of the shit that you wanted and needed, and none of the unnecessary bullshit. And I don't know, to me, those kinds of screens in cars are absolute unnecessary bullshit. And I think it's a big part of why I just saw a Chevy on 44th Street with no lights on. So I've been texting Priscilla back a couple of times since I woke up, and it's a while ago since she sent me the text messages. I forget what time, but I said it in the other video. What time she sent me a text message saying that she fell asleep and just woke up, and then, I don't know, sometime before I woke up, she sent a message asking if I fell asleep, and I forget what time that was. All I know is that when I woke up, I fell asleep editing the last chapter of my vlog, which is me visiting my daughter at the hospital formerly known as Good Samaritan Hospital. And I put a lot of effort into editing that, and I also fell dead asleep while I was working on it. And that started that video uploading, and then texted her back to say that, yeah, I did fall asleep, and that I needed to run my car over to Rob's shop while the buses are still running and I could get home. I mean, granted, I can come home on, Waymo or Uber or Lyft. And obviously, if I was going to choose one of those three, it would be Waymo. That's an absolute no-brainer. Man. This taco truck looks like it's absolutely popping, and I have no cash on me right now, so not an option. I mean, to be fair, some of those do take cards, but hard pass. If I'm eating at one of those kind of taco trucks, I'm paying cash. I just don't feel comfortable using a card at that kind of a location. I need to eat something though. I'm trying to think what I've ate today, and I'm coming to the conclusion of not much. I did get a really good sandwich from this little food snack counter thing that's located inside the customer lobby area of the Sky Harbor Rental Car Center. And that sandwich, at first I was kind of taken aback by how high my total was, and I realized the sandwich was only $5. It was the raspberry tea Snapple that was overpriced. The sandwich was actually a great value. And then once I started eating the sandwich, I was even more impressed because it was turkey and cheese, and I think it had 2 types of cheese, and it was just loaded with turkey, loaded with cheese on a croissant, and the croissant was huge and super fresh, and yeah, shockingly great sandwich. And they've got an interesting system that they use with their sandwiches there, where they, I'm not sure if I see Priscilla's vehicle there or not. Regardless, I'm headed towards Circle K because I need to eat something. I'm pretty sure all I've ate today, like the entire day, has been that sandwich, which granted was a sizable sandwich. That's not enough. Kicking myself in the ass, I didn't have the foresight to hit the Del Taco drive-thru on the way to Rob's shop, because that would have been really easy to do. And I've got the Del Taco app loaded on my iPhone, and I'm getting more comfortable or familiar with how to use it in such a way that I basically get a free extra item every time I go. And I'm not really fond of using apps at fast food places. Like, I'd just rather the transaction be as simple and trouble-free as I can. In fact, I'm quite fond of using the touchscreen kiosks at Taco Bell. But I've got it down to the point now where every single time I go to Del Taco and I order, I use the app, I get a free item on top of the great prices that I get on my regular items. And then, that's interesting. Wow, look, it's another one with the red light on it. It's like the second Lime scooter I've seen today with a red light going on. Whoopsie. Every time I use the Del Taco app, I get a free extra item, so definitely worth it. Could have done that on the way to Rob's shop. I didn't have enough time to eat it while I was waiting for the bus. That was actually amazing. Normally I go to that bus stop and I'm sitting there for like 30 minutes to an hour. So, I mean, I pretty much started shooting video as soon as I got to the bus stop. So y'all saw how quick that was. But yeah, the sandwich that I had there. Oh, as I was trying to say, they got a system where they color code. They put a little colored dot sticker on the sandwiches, which indicates their expiration date. And if you buy it the day before the expiration date, it's 50% off. And then I get a 10% discount as a Sky Harbor employee on top of my total. So that was a pretty good deal. Snapple, that was pretty overpriced. But I mean, for inside the airport, I can't complain. And the sandwich is sizable. The coworker who also got food there, he got a chicken salad, and that thing was absolutely huge. And I think he said it was $6. And that also looked like a pretty good value. The salad was huge, and it didn't seem to be at all skimpy with the quantity of chicken on it. Man, I kind of want to go into Easy Tip. They've got better prices on burritos and things, microwave burritos and things of that nature. But again, yeah, that's one of those places I'm really only comfortable paying cash at. Circle K, I have no issues with using a credit card at Circle K. But Easy Mart, not so much. So yeah, I managed to get the one tag that was 50% off today. Huh? Say what? I'm sorry, what? No, you're not that interesting. No, I don't know what you're saying. So yeah, I definitely want to make that particular snack stand part of my regular routine there, because that felt like a really good value, and no problem renting a credit card there, of course. Anyway, always cracks me up when people are like, "Are you following me? Will you follow me?" No, I'm walking down the same road you're walking. There's not a lot of other routes to take to the Circle K. It's amazing how paranoid people get about cameras, though. You know, never mind how many cameras are all around us at all times recording us. I know there's some here at the Circle K. I'm not seeing them at the moment, though. Looking up above me, not seeing them there. I'm sure the Circle K has them, though. They all do. Ah, there it is. There's the camera right there. Hey, Circle K, are you recording me, bro? Are you recording me? It's 10:52 and I'm all caught up in a fucking dust storm. Holy shit. Hope y'all can hear me over the wind. It's actually gotten a little mild. There's guys trying to seek shelter in front of the... Holy crap. It's not as bad over here, but it's really bad in front of the store. I don't know if y'all can see all that dust blowing across those pumps. Because there's the construction zone and a dirt field like right across McDowell there, so it's kicking up all that dust and just blowing it this way. Oh damn, I just got a little in my eyes. Ouch. Well, actually, I don't want to get dust in my eyes. I want to show this because not every Circle K has this. Oh yeah. We got the American flag flying high and proud right now. That's awesome. We don't normally get this kind of wind in Phoenix, but I don't think we're getting anything but blowing dirt. It doesn't smell like rain at all. But at least it's something. Maybe it'll cool things down a bit over the weekend, because I think they were forecasting like 116 or some shit like that. I'm gonna try to jaywalk over here just to stay a little bit farther away from the dust that's blowing in this wind from the other side of McDowell, and also stay away from the creepy street people that seem so intimidated by a person walking with a smartphone. So I paid entirely too much for one of the Circle K sub sandwiches. They're really good though. I'm looking at that as kind of a, I didn't pre-plan and get something out of a drive-through when I had my car taxed. It is what it is. I don't like paying that much to eat, but I gotta eat, and it's still better food, better value. Well, maybe not better value, but better, more nutritious food than getting the corn dogs, which is about all that. Corn dogs, tater tots. It's about all they have to offer over at Wander Inn. I mean, there's pizza at Wander Inn, but on a scale of 1 to 10, their pizza is not even a 1. It's pretty foul. And I still find myself eating it from time to time because other people order it and they're like, "Hey Dan, you want some pizza?" And I'm like, it's food. it's free food. It's offered. It's free food. It's offered. I can't say no. I'm hungry. But oh my God. I don't get any more dust in my eyes. Wow, I can hear some wind chimes. I highly doubt this phone is picking that up. In fact, I highly doubt it's even picking me up very clearly. It's probably getting a whole lot of microphone wind noise. Oh yeah, somebody's got some chimes right up there on the second floor of Urban Edge Apartments. I love wind chimes, especially metal ones that have that particular sound. Oh, so still no reply from Priscilla, I don't think. But that's fine. I mean, I'm down to go into Wander Inn, get myself a small pitcher of Miller Lite, sing me some karaoke. As I know tomorrow I'm going to be waiting on Rob to finish my car. It just is what it is. But yeah, as soon as I finish my car, I don't know what my odds are of working tomorrow night with Domino's, and I feel they're pretty good. But yeah, I didn't really want to push Frank into scheduling me for tomorrow when I have no way of knowing if my car is going to be ready or not. Well, had I angled my phone a little differently, y'all could have seen somebody smoking on some foil at that bus stop. Welcome to Phoenix. I'm having to really hang on to Obamaphone 3. The wind is trying to oh my God. The dust that is hitting my calves is, it's like blowing little tiny rocks against my calves. It kind of stings. Oh, that guy's turning right. Another purple street light right here. I love the purple street lights. That guy's vehicle didn't sound good. Trying to get a little bit further away from McDowell Road, where I'm getting pelted by less crap by this wind. Used to be a cool bar in that corner. I forget what the hell it was called. That one's been out of business for a long time. Well, my friend Heather used to host karaoke there. We were going in there and helping her hook everything up. To me, every white SUV looks the same, so I'm not sure if either of those are Priscilla's or not. I can't tell from getting this close, and I'm not walking that way. I'm at the Wander Inn. I'm going in the front door. I like going in the front door. I mean, sometimes I like going in the back door. Right now, I'm going in the front door. So everybody, smile. You're on camera.